Second week OTAs. Sometimes you get some good injury news, sometimes you get bad injury news. Today, it's bad injury news. Here's Shane Steichen.
All right, I'll start off. Last week at practice, Anthony sustained an injury in his throwing shoulder. Felt some pain in it. Doctors, trainers checked it out. He's got some aggravation in his AC joint. So we're going to set him out this week. Obviously, he'll sit out for mini camp. We'll see when he comes back. Not going to put a timetable for training camp on it, but when he does come back, we'll ease him into throwing, and then we'll go from there. The good thing is he's not going to need a procedure right now.
So is there a relationship to the previous injury?
It's the same AC joint.
Right.
Yeah.
Is this normal-ish?
I'm not a doctor. I know he's got some aggravation there. Yeah.
So when did you say this happened last week?
Last week, yeah.
And I guess just what the conversation's been like with him, obviously he's been through a lot injury-wise.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's frustrating, but he is in good spirits, so we're working through it right now.
Do you think you get feed into the regular season, or do you think in training camp he'll be back?
I think at some point in training camp. Yeah.
With that said, how does that really affect the competition? Like, you kind of got to put a lot of resources in Daniel now.
Yeah, I mean, Daniel will get a lot of reps, and then we'll see how it plays out, obviously, early in training camp.
Will you sign another quarterback?
As of right now.
So what had been your evaluation up until?
It was great. He was in a really good spot. Was throwing it good. Meetings were good. He was making really good progress.
How much of a setback do you think it is, just in the grand scheme?
Yeah, I can't say that. You're probably going to ask a lot of questions that I don't have a lot of answers to on this thing. So we'll work through it.
I mean, you probably mentioned, but the aggravation came from throwing. I mean,
yeah, just stress over time, throwing on the shoulder. Yeah,
including off. I mean, just in all of off-season throwing.
yeah, just throwing. So, yeah.
Okay.
So he just said one day after practice he'll feel pain in it?
Yeah, he felt pain, and we got it checked out, and with the AC joint. Yeah.
I guess how do you proceed with it? Is one of those things where you just have to wait and see how he reacts to, I don't know, if it's rehab, rest, or?
Yeah, that's right. We'll rehab it, and when he gets back, we'll ease him back into it.
Had you noticed anything different, like throwing motion, that like certain parts were being stressed differently?
No, he looked good. I mean, he looked good, and then he just felt pain after that. I think it was last Thursday's practice.
How's Daniel look? Particularly getting acclimated with
Yeah, he's
guys?
been great. He's done a really nice job for us. Obviously, acclimating to the offense, learning it, the system. Obviously, a smart guy, understands it. He's picked it up real nice, and he's done some good things so far.
So he's been a fast learner, I think.
Yeah.
He is a veteran. We kind of think
Yeah,
of him as
he's a veteran guy that comes in and works early, late nights, does all the right things. So it's been good.
So the hope is that he'll be back by training camp
At some point, yeah.
at some point.
Yeah.
So like no timeline.
Yeah, no time.
Is the assumption Daniel will take your starting reps here?
Yeah, right. You'll see him out there today. Yeah.
Will Anthony still be around? To
Yeah, he'll be out there. You'll see him out there. Yeah.
There were other injuries, like with Josh Downs, Drew Ogletree. Do you anticipate them being back either now or by?
Hopefully next week, mini camp. Those two guys are back. Yeah.
Shane, it's hard to pivot to somebody else after that, but when you've got a guy like Alec Pierce who did what he did last year, and that's his strength in deep ball, yet I think you guys want, and he wants to expand his game.
Yeah.
How do you try to expand his game without taking away from his strength?
I think that's a great question. I think like this time, and especially right now and into training camp, you've tried different things with them. Obviously, things that he wants to get better and improve out certain routes, to get better at and keep working those things so he can improve in that, so we can add that to his game as well.
So there needs to be more to his game, or there is more to his game?
I think he just keeps doing this. You know what I mean? I really do. Obviously, the deep ball threat's there, but I think he's done a great job at transitioning in and out of breaks on certain routes that we're working on.
Shane, when you talk with your medical staff, is this something that is common with people that have the AC joint surgery?
Like I said, I mean, I don't want to get into a whole bunch of detail on it, but I don't know. It happened.
Shane, about 2 months into the offseason program, how have you seen the players on defense take to lose defense?
It's been really impressive to see. The defense has been flying around pretty good. Obviously, a new scheme. Like I said, they're flying around. They're making a lot of plays. Wally's been doing a hell of a job. Good get by Chris in the draft. He's making a lot of plays out there. So it's good to see the young guys making plays. The veterans adapting to the scheme has been good. They've opened, obviously, Lou with open arms, and he's been doing a hell of a job so far.
I guess, what's your personal level of concern with Anthony, knowing he needs reps and hasn't?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, look, it's frustrating, but I think at the same time, in life and anything, you go through these obstacles and these ups and downs, and you got to fight through them. That's part of life. And like I said, he's in good spirits right now, so we'll work through it.
Shane, do you guys have a stuff?
So that's grim for Anthony Richardson. Maybe this thing responds, and in camp he comes back and he's fine and he plays a great 2025. But this is not the kind of start to the 2025 season that anybody wanted for Anthony Richardson. It's not something that he did. Maybe he overworked, for goodness sake. Who knows? Wouldn't that be an irony? But this is really, really bad news for him. Good news for Wally. You heard the mention about Wally, as Shane was talking about guys who kind of stood out on the defensive side of the ball. That'd be a good thing. More corners, more better, right? But less Anthony Richardson, that's less better. That is no good whatsoever. Bad news today from the Indianapolis Colts.